What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joey Werk, and I'm back. MLB Playoffs. What do you think? You weren't going to see me? You're right. Very excited for the MLB Playoffs. Obviously, today is day one. If you are subscribed, shout out to my guy Keg for giving me the platform to give this out. Obviously, I wanted to do a video either way. And here we are on the Nuke the House platform. Shout out my guy Keg. He's slaying it in all sports and the whole team over here. So, yeah, I figured I'd do a wild card division preview, go through every series, every game, the 2 games for tonight that haven't started. And I'll probably try to do another video for the next round of MLB playoffs. But here we are. Excited to be here. Guys, throw some comments in the comment section. Hit the like button. You already know. Appreciate you guys hanging out. We already got Connor Butler in the house. Signed collectibles. Astros division winner got home. Yeah, that was a little scary, but we still cashed it. We also cashed Texas Rangers today, money line. I'm also on the Twins minus 115 money line. Your boy is hot, okay? Your boy is hot. All right, so we're going right to the first series, okay? First series is the Rangers. Rangers, Tampa. Obviously, the Rangers won game 1. I was on them plus 135. I also bet the Rangers to win the series, plus 138. All available via my Patreon. If you want to sign up, you can sign up. It's in my Twitter. All plays going forward, all future plays are all there. I also bet the Texas Rangers to win the AL plus 900. I know that number has probably slightly adjusted after winning game 1, but I think they get through this Rays team and or the Orioles next. I know everyone's sucking off the Orioles, but when have the Orioles produced in the playoffs past Buck Showalter and God knows how long? So yeah. So that's where I'm at there, but I do expect this Rangers team. I know tomorrow was Nathan Eovaldi versus Zach Eflin. I don't think we have a line yet. Eovaldi was hurt for a little while. I think he made 1 or 2 starts down the stretch. Now he's back. Zach Eflin, as we know, the biggest signing in Tampa Bay Rays history. God bless the man. He pitched really good this year. Ground ball heavy pitcher, but this Rangers offense can get hot and can get hot real quick. As we've seen, the Rays played fucking terrible. Today, they play like I think they had 4 errors, maybe 5 errors. And the problem with them previous years was they couldn't hit lefties, right? Big Monty, who's not an overpowering lefty, goes in there, shuts them down for 7 innings. He probably could have went the 8th if they wanted to, but they took him out. And, yeah, obviously Eovaldi is a righty. But if they go to game 3, I don't think we have a starting pitching matchup for game 3 in case Tampa does win this one. Game 2, but I would have maybe Martin Perez. I know Johnny Gray is hurt. They're saying that he could possibly come back next series. Scherzer's in a throwing program. I know he's hurt, but maybe if they go farther in advance, they'll put him maybe in the bullpen or something. 8 is the total. I do expect some runs. The Rays ain't getting shut out back-to-back days. I would be. I know they're going around Twitter. Oh, they 23 innings in a row. They haven't scored a run. They ain't getting shut out for Nathan Eovaldi. If they get shut out for Nathan Eovaldi, you'll be very surprised. Eovaldi's good. Don't get me wrong, but he throws flat fastballs. He's a righty. I expect them to score some runs. I definitely expect Texas to score some runs against Eflin as well. The total 8. I prefer to get like a 7.5 if you want to bet the over, but I'm essentially probably just going to stay away and just hope that Texas, as I mentioned, I bet Texas to win the series before game 1, and I bet them on game 1. So just hope they win game 2 and we get a clean sweep there. Moving on, but next game we had is the Twins versus Toronto. I did bet the Twins minus 115 money line today. Again, I'm going to say this time and time again, I really don't think the AL East is that good. The Rays suck. The fucking Blue Jays offense disappears all the time. They have good starters, but their offense disappears all the time. And look, Pablo Lopez shutting his team down, and they get who's pitching? Sonny Gray's pitching. They have the advantage in the starting pitching matchup tomorrow. I'd rather Sonny Gray over Jose Berrios every day of the week. All 3 games are in Minnesota, so they're not going back and forth in these games. So, I mean, tomorrow, let me try to pull up a line for tomorrow's game. Because obviously we're not going to live bet this game with me rooting in. Let me see something real fast. Tomorrow, I'm sorry that I don't have this up yet. Tomorrow, MLB. I was going to try to, if I didn't have to go to the office today, I would have done this video last night, but I did travel home yesterday. Yesterday was my birthday. See, I'm not seeing a line yet on Berrios versus Sonny Gray, but even if the Twins win game 1, I likely will go back to them tomorrow. Sonny Gray versus Jose Berrios. I think I have the better pitching matchup there. I think the Twins are the better of the two teams at home. So I'll likely be on the Twins money line tomorrow. Obviously, I'll make it official a little later because there's no lines out yet, but I'm definitely interested in the Twins tomorrow, and I think they win that series. Now we go on to the series that haven't started yet, okay? So Arizona versus Milwaukee. I was really high on the Brewers coming into this series. I was really high on the Brewers. I'm like, oh, this team's going to be good. They can't hit. I was high on them because of their starting pitching. Brandon Woodruff, obviously they just announced he's out for at least this series, maybe a little longer. Corbin Burns, arguably the best pitcher in the playoffs right now, and Free Money Freddie, who I know only throws a couple pitches, but has been really good down the stretch. Now that Woodruff is hurt, it's looking like it's going to be either Wade Miley or Colin Ray, as they haven't announced who's starting game one. So I think they're going to see if they win game one, they may throw Wade Miley or Colin Ray for game two and then have Peralta ready for game one in the next series. Or if they lose, they're going to come back with Peralta, which I would think would happen. Okay, so tonight, I mean, this is, and then on the other end, the Diamondbacks are throwing Brandon Pfaadt, who was a very, very highly touted prospect. He came to the majors. This is his first year in the majors. He obviously, if you look at his numbers, they are not good. Advanced numbers are not good. His last 2-3 starts down the stretch, 2 of 3. I think he pitched shutout ball. It was versus the White Sox, and he blanked both Chicago teams. So the White Sox and the Cubs. He did get shelled around against the Yankees. This guy does give up runs. He has very, very good stuff. And previously in the minors, he pitched in, basically outer space in the minors. So I throw those numbers out because that is a very, very tough league to pitch in. If the ball goes in the air, it just goes all over the place. So I do expect him to probably come in here and pitch good. You know why? This Brewers offense is the worst offense in the playoffs. They have the worst on-base percentage of every team in the playoffs still left. They have the least amount of hits out of every team in the playoffs still left. The least amount of home runs. I mean, they literally have home runs. They're matched with the Rockies and the Royals with how many home runs they hit this year. So, yeah, they're very, very low offensive-wise. And Pfaadt could come in there and go 5 innings, 1 earned, and that could get the deal done. Corbin Burns, I obviously expect him to pitch good again. But this Arizona team, man, you get a man on base, they can steal second like that. They'll play small ball, they'll bunt. So, with that said, I'm fucking taking a chance. I'm taking the Arizona Diamondbacks tonight, plus 160 in the late game. I'm 1-0 with the Twins money line pending in this game. So, if the Twins come through and win this game too, I'm playing with house money here. 91% of the bets are betting on fucking Milwaukee. Go. All you idiots, keep betting the favorites and keep losing money. So, I'm taking Pfaadt. I see right now, plus 155 via Sugar House. Fine number. I'm taking Arizona Diamondbacks money line here. And with that said, if they win this game, they likely win the series. They have a good matchup going forward because they have 2 good starters even moving forward here. And as I mentioned, that it doesn't look like the Brewers have named who's going to be their starters, but honestly, they probably have the better 3 starters. Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen. I think Gallen's going game 2, then Merrill Kelly if needed for game 3. So this is going to be quite the only crazy part, the only scary part with Arizona is their bullpen has been quite shaky down the stretch. Obviously, the Brewers have the clear advantage in the bullpen with Devin Williams, and Abner Uribe has been really, really good as well. So with that said, but yeah, I'm taking a chance on game 1 here. I'm not making a future bet there, but that'll be the game 1. Look, so next game we have the last game on the slate and series we have is obviously the 2 division rivals in the Marlins versus the Phillies. I feel like this series is very closer than the odds have projected. The Phillies are like minus 200 to win this series, which for a team that played each other, how many times they played each other? 9 times, maybe. I know they lowered the amount of times they played each other this year, but still, this team seen each other a lot the last couple years. Phillies have the advantage in the starting rotation with Zach Wheeler, but I mean, Wheeler, Luzardo, anything could happen here. Obviously, the Phillies are like made for the playoffs, I guess you could say. But, man, I am not betting the Phillies at minus 155 here. I think Miami's just going to play a little scrappy ball, and I wouldn't be surprised, this game still goes to a game 3. Who wins game 1, I'm not sure. I'm going to stay away from this game tonight and maybe take a wait-and-see approach moving forward. So I'm not going to make a future bet on this series, but if you were forcing me a hand, I'm taking a fucking Marlins, 100%. 3-game series, like, my sister could beat my brother in tennis in 3 games. It's a fucking somewhat of a crapshoot. It's really depending on mainly pitching. And that's what we've seen. That's what we've seen today. This is what we've seen. So with that said, I mean, this Miami lineup is not as bad as it used to be. It's kind of it kind of is a little impressive, obviously, with Berger in there. Brian De La Cruz had a fucking amazing year. Nobody even talks about this guy. The guy had an absolutely amazing year. They got, obviously, Luis Ariz, who gets on base all the time, and Josh Bell, another guy that they added during right before the trade deadline that probably makes an impact in this series in a minimal way that could possibly turn a game or two. So down the bottom of the lineup is kind of, scary on both sides. 8, 9 on both sides are almost automatic outs. But, yeah, this is going to be a tight game. So I'm going to stay away from this one. But then moving forward, I'm just going to wait and see, basically, because I think Aaron Nola is going to pitch game 2. And then Kiwana Walker or possibly Ranger Suarez for game 3 over there. And the Marlins, who did the Marlins announce was going to be their starters? They did announce who's pitching game 2. I know it's Luzardo game 1. I think they announced who's game 2. Oh, Braxton Garrett game 2. Another guy, back-to-back lefties who pitched quite good this year. If they could limit hard contact, this could be a serious series. I really don't like Aaron Nola. So if the Phillies win tonight, I may back the Marlins tomorrow, just hoping that it goes to a game 3. And obviously the Marlins put everything on the table, being down 0-1 and a winner-go-home game. So that's really, really where I'm at. The only future bet I've made so far was the Texas Rangers to win the division. I mean, Texas Rangers to win this wild card series plus 138. Obviously, that number is now gone after they won game 1. And them to win the AL plus 900. I do really like the Rangers. This AL, I think, is really up in the air. I'm not scared of the Orioles. I'm not scared of the Astros. The Astros played some shitty ball the last couple months. I get it. They won, 5 of their last 6 to win the division. But before that, they got swept by the fucking Royals, a 3-game series. So they won 5 of their last 9, essentially. Yeah, their offense has been a little bit shaky. And they really got a 1 and then a 1.5, I guess. We count Verlander 1-2. They got a 1-2 punch. Past that, their number 3 pitchers, what is it going to be, Hunter Brown or yeah, I'm not really scared of their third starters. But I'll go into once we get to the next round, I'll do another video for you guys here. As long as you hit the fucking like button, retweet it on Twitter, shout me out, do whatever the hell you want. All right. Yeah, Sandy will probably pitch game 3, Bob. So if Sandy's in game 3 versus which one of those 2 starters for the Phillies, I like my chances with the Marlins. So maybe if the Marlins lose game 1, we fucking take a chance on the Marlins to win the series, which will probably get 3-1, 4-1 for them to win 2 games in a row, which, might be worth a little bit of a biscuit. So follow me on Twitter at Joey Werk. I'll definitely post a couple more free plays, and all my plays will be on my Patreon moving forward. Again, the 3 bets I made today were Texas Rangers plus 135, Twins minus 115, and Arizona Diamondbacks plus 155, all in the money line. And yeah, we're just going to root in this Diamondbacks win moving forward. And then, yeah, I'll have obviously plays moving forward. I do appreciate everybody hanging out. Quick little video, 15 minutes, get in, get out, give you the fucking winners, talk it through. If you have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, yeah, I do appreciate you all. Shout out my guy Keg. Shout out the Nuke the House channel and everybody in the chat. Kenny, Johnny Nelson, Bob Taylor, Trap God, Eric Rosas. Much love to you all. I appreciate you all. Yeah, that's where I'm at. Otherwise, Joey works out, baby. Peace and love. Hope to see you guys soon.